Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about the iGaming SEO website known as Ask Gamblers. These guys have really grown massively. If we actually take a look here, last year around about the same time they were ranking for 90,000 keywords overall. Now the traffic value of 368,000, and as of today recording this, which is the 20th of March, they've got a traffic value of 1.7 million and they rank for a total of 303,000 keywords. So they are doing a lot of things right. Now, if I recall correctly, this website did get acquired by a new team. I believe it was either last year or the year before. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain it was Ask Gamblers. And it looks like the new team have took it on to another level. Now, a few things about this website. They aren't just a normal affiliate website. I will touch on this later in the video, and they rank very, very well for a lot of branded keywords. So what I mean by that is, like, Nine Casino is obviously a casino brand. If we actually check out Nine Casino, as you can see here, it's a casino. But then they are ranking very well, or just underneath the brand, for the actual brand name. So Nine Casino Review 2024, get 150 euros, 250 free spins, right? So that's the actual offer. But if we actually check out this page, a few things that these guys have done very well is they have built out the community side of it. So obviously in the gambling space, unfortunately, I don't like saying this, there are a lot of gambling brands that do end up going bump. So they will take a lot of people's money and they won't actually withdraw. And they'll have really flashy sign-up offers as well. So you, as an actual gambling player, you would sign up and you might never see your winnings ever again. Now, what Ask Gamblers have done is they have built out a community where people can essentially sign up to, for example, Nine Casino. They can go and play, and then they can come back and actually review them. So, like, for example, we have Pima 007 here. Satisfied for months on this casino. Slots went well, and there is a large selection of games. Payouts usually go out on the same day to my e-wallet Jeton. That is very nice. And they also say payouts are now longer, wait 6 days, so they are breaking out their own terms and conditions, 24 to 72 hours. Support can't help, I have to wait, so at the moment I can't recommend this casino. Now, what they've done, and again, like with the rise of like the Reddits, the Quoras and stuff like that, they've obviously got a very well written review. Now, the only issue is when you are writing reviews like this, like what they have done, you might review a brand today and they might be a 10 out of 10 brand. Highly recommend them, but in 2 or 3 weeks time, or maybe not in 2 or 3 weeks time, but in, let's say, 5 months time, they might undergo new management, they might get bought out, their terms and conditions might change, and again, this review here could be out of date, but the actual player base or the community that Ask Gamblers has built out can essentially keep this page up to date. So again, this was published March 7th, 2024. So this comment by Pima was actually written 13 days ago. But this actual review, this could have been reviewed by Ask Gamblers, let's say 6 months ago or a year ago, and back then Nine Casino could have been a really good brand. Now, one thing that they also obviously do as well is they have like a casino rank, and essentially this is based off of like what others have essentially said. So like when you write a review for this brand, it will take an average of that and basically put it into like the player rating. So the casino rank, I believe, is actually done by Ask Gamblers, so they're like a 5.3 out of 10, I'm assuming. The player rating, so the guys that have actually signed up, so like the Pima 007 of the world, all of these guys, they will essentially be able to rank the casino out of 10, and they will, like, the casino will get a overall player rating as well. So again, if you are a user looking at Ask Gamblers, and let's say you want a new casino to play on, you might decide to actually ignore this casino rank, because in some cases Ask Gamblers might be pushing the guys that are paying the highest affiliate to the higher casino ranks, but you would actually take more of a consideration of the actual player ratings. Now, another thing that they also do as well, which is really good, is you can actually follow other people's profiles. So for example, Pima007, you can see what other brands he has reviewed on Ask Gamblers. So it's kind of like, the best way that I can describe this is, right now, as an SEO myself, if I'm looking to buy a camera, which I actually am at the minute, I don't trust the SERPs, which is a really unfortunate thing to say. I just don't trust the guys that are ranking for best cameras, right? Because I just know that the website's probably run by an SEO, and the number one product is going to be the highest paying affiliate product to that SEO or that website owner. I'd much rather right now ask a friend, or potentially even watch YouTube videos. Now, the good thing about asking a friend is that you can keep going back to them. Let's say if I wanted the camera in 2 years' time, or my dad wanted the camera, I could keep asking him, like, hey, what camera would you recommend at this budget or this budget? And essentially, Ask Gamblers has basically done that, but in an online presence. So, for example, if I was to sign up to 9 Casino because Pima007 recommended it, but then let's say in 3 months' time, I want to sign up to a slots website or a sports betting website, I could definitely check out Pima's profile here and then see what other brands he has recommended, because the first brand that he had recommended was really good. So it's essentially like following an expert, I would probably say. That's probably the best way that I can describe it. And as you can see, there's so many reviews. If we actually take a look, let's go to online casinos and let's pick a big brand. Let's pick let's pick these guys. These guys are pretty big. So if we actually take a look here, we've got 44 reviews. So there are people that are genuinely signing up to these brands, whether it be in a good actual casino, or potentially they might not even be like a active follower of Ask Gamblers. They might have had a bad experience with Kasimba Casino, and they just want to go somewhere to be able to vent and essentially warn others to not sign up to whatever casino that they feel that they've been ripped off by. So that's another good thing about these guys. So as you can see here, this guy here, he reviewed the casino, saying, I have won €5,400, sent my documents and my request to withdraw my money. KYC took 5 days, and now customer service passes the quid with other departments. I always have to explain my situation. I have at least 4 people trying to resolve my situation. I feel they just do it on purpose to order me to ... So basically, this guy, he has signed up to Kasimba Casino. He's had a really bad experience, and he just wants to leave essentially a 1-star review. And this is what Ask Gamblers has been built by, or built for, sorry. So that is what they are doing. Now, one thing that they are doing very well, that I also want to touch on, if you guys did want to try and replicate this SEO strategy for your own website, is they also have somebody that is obviously replying back to the comments. Now, one thing that's super important, especially in gambling, is referral or direct traffic. Now, if you can imagine, let's say we are Pima007 and we've just left a review on 9 Casino. As soon as these guys, as soon as soon as 9Casino replies back to your comment, or let's say Ask Gamblers was to reply back to your comment, you would obviously get an email notification which would trigger you to click that email to go come and revisit this page to see what 9Casino or Ask Gamblers replied back to your review. So again, you're getting more eyeballs back onto your website. So again, traffic diversification is really important because they're not solely relying on Google. I know that they obviously are ranking very well on Google, but they've also been able to build up a mailing list of everybody that has left a review, and also of the casino brands as well, because this is actually 9Casino that has replied back to Pima007. This isn't Ask Gamblers. So it's very much essentially done for them. They don't need to really touch it unless they want to physically reply back to some reviews that they might decide to do. So that's another brilliant thing as well. So they have built out their email list. Basically, whenever somebody signs up, they get the acquired email. They're getting referral traffic from the emails. So if I was to sign up from my Gmail or my Yahoo, as soon as I get a reply from 9Casino or Ask Gamblers, I click the link to see what the reply has been to my review, and I revisit this page. And again, it just means more dwell time, more time on the actual website. Again, what they've essentially tried to do, and they've done very well of, is they've built a brand, which is really good to see. Not many people do that in the actual gambling space. And they've also got a really good EAT as well. So they've got the actual offers. They explain how their casino rank algorithm works, which is really interesting, because I would have thought that they definitely push the higher paying affiliate casinos to the top, but they might not, according to the casino rank. Who knows? Now, a few other things that they also do as well is they rank internationally. So Italian, Dutch, I am not Japanese, I believe, Portuguese, and in Spain as well. So they rank in 6 different countries, including the UK. So they are doing international SEO, which is again really good to see. And very lightly, I'm just going to touch on the off-page SEO, because they are building a really decent sized amount of links every month. If we actually take a look, their referring domain count has been going up ever since, really. But if we take a look, they are obviously doing a lot of tiered link building, which is really required, or it's one of my go-to things when it comes to off-page SEO for like any adult industries. I'm hoping Ahrefs doesn't fail on me. Right, perfect. So tiered link building is essentially if I have a link from abc.com and you have a link from abc.com, we essentially have the same value of links. But if I was to build links to my link to abc.com, it ultimately passes more power to my money page. So they do a lot of this, and I will show you a few examples. So if we go to do follow, backlink type in content, and let's say we do a DR of 25 and above, we'll do show results. And this is going to filter out a lot of backlinks. And then if we do referring domains highest to lowest, now obviously some of these will be homepage links. So like, for example, I would disregard this because a homepage link is naturally going to have links pointing through to it. But for example, we've got game-changing tech ideas that did not change the game. So this links to Ask Gamblers, and again, it has got a lot of referring domains going through to that page. So again, it's just powering up the money page. As you can see here, Scooper Earth, best widgetbox.com. It's a DR79, and they've built tier 2s going through to it. Again, they're just passing more page rank through to their money page. Again, it's really good to see that they are doing this. They're doing it a lot, to be honest. Not many people do this, but again, if you are in any form of, even like the easier industries, you might not be in gambling, but if you were to go and acquire a DR65 guest post or a DR65 niche edit, it would be silly not to essentially power that up with tier 2s, because you've already done the hard work. You've already paid for the super powerful link. You've already got the relevant content. You've got the perfect anchor going through to your website. So the last thing to do is essentially just power that up with tiered links. Now, does every single website need 64 tier 2s, 67? Probably not. But if, say, for example, you are a plumber in Wyoming, I always use this example, you might not need that many tier 2 links. But again, if say, for example, you're trying to rank in CBD or casino or the adult industry in general or finance, you will definitely need some tiered links. So that has been our review on Ask Gamblers. They're doing really well. I might actually do a follow-up in about 5 or 6 months' time and see where they are then. But if you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the description. If you guys do want to book a free 15-minute strategy call with myself, make sure to check out kazradash.com. The link is in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching.